Our keynote speaker that we had planned for tonight was unable to make it this evening, but she sent a message in a bottle of Pellegrino. Just a minute, I have to roll it back the other way. Here's what it says. Congratulations, seniors. It is a huge honor and privilege to be writing to you today, and I must thank you all for giving me the opportunity to do so. Today is a big day. Perched on the stage, you may be experiencing a giddying sense of vertigo, a feeling of flux or flight, or an exhilarating breathless rapture. Perhaps you are filled with nostalgia, even melancholy. At the risk of speaking in maxims, you are sitting here beneath the oak trees at a pivotal point in the book of your life. You are exactly betwixt and between. In an active state of suspension, you rest at the edge of motion, ready to plunge out into the beyond. Yours should be an exultant moment. You have completed a full cycle of education. You have worked hard and pushed boundaries. You have traveled over valleys and countries. Some of you have stood and looked out over the Indian Ocean. You have carved out unique experiences, read great books, and solved complex problems, crafted stories of your own, and meditated beneath these trees. You have formed friendships and discovered mentors, and hopefully you have also found some pieces of yourself along the way. I should probably take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Jessica Cornwell, and my sister Becky Cornwell is up on stage with you today. I am myself an alumna of the Oak Grove Middle School. In 2004, I graduated from Thatcher. In 2009, I completed a BA at Stanford University, and in 2010, I finished an MA from the Autonomous University in Barcelona. After a few years of working in London in the film and literary world and helping to found a museum in Greece, just a small thing, I quit these jobs and decided to focus on a secret project, a novel which burned into my sleep at night. Today, I am a fully fledged professional author with a 3-book deal, but exactly a year ago, I had no idea that this would happen. That's the extraordinary thing about life. My first novel, The Serpent Papers, will soon be published in Hebrew and Norwegian, Japanese, and Catalan, and hopefully many more languages. It's the launch of this book that unfortunately kept me from being here with you in person today. In 365 days, my life has completely transformed. I owe this success in no small part to the support of my family, friends, and teachers in Ojai, who helped me always to believe in the potential of what many would call an impossible dream. For this, I am profoundly grateful. Looking out from the plastic seats of my own high school graduation 10 years ago, you might be surprised to learn that I was filled with a stuttering terror. I do not actually recall my commencement address because I was so consumed by fear of what came next. When I asked myself, sitting in the row of seniors, what happens now? The answer came back empty. I had no idea. I was looking out over a void. From this moment on, for the next 7 years, every change was racked by the same anxiety. Are you making the right choice? Where will this lead? Followed by the dreaded self-reflective, Are you on track? At Stanford University, the worst thing was to be off track. Even the dropouts, who inevitably went on to become Silicon Valley millionaires, were never off track. It meant listlessness, absence of drive. It meant confusion. When I graduated from Stanford 5 years ago, I secretly suffered from a first-class case of off-trackedness, a sensation that lingered for years as I struggled towards my current career as a novelist. Throughout this period, despite the fact that I may outwardly have perceived to be achieving, I often felt utterly, irrecoverably lost. Listening to the BBC in my kitchen recently, I stumbled across a story. A man walking his dog in the Netherlands found a bottle containing a letter dated September 12th of 1990 from 10-year-old Zoe Lemon, who had thrown her message into the sea 23 years earlier with this simple request: "Please, will you write to me? I would like it a lot." The man sent an immediate reply. At my high school graduation, I yearned to find a message in a bottle that would shed light on my immediate situation and tell me, quite simply, that it would all be okay. I won't lie to you. Life isn't easy. Things come at you that you can't plan for or expect. Death strikes, illness creeps, relationships collapse, economies crumble. It's an uneven playing field out here. But despite this reality, I've decided to send you a message in a bottle all the way from my little flat in North London. My message may not have any relevance for those of you who are so lucky to have a piercing vision of the future. But I would want my younger self to know that the world out here is large and it can be scary. But you have the tools to make of it what you will, to shed old skins and take on new ones, to transform and embrace change, to unravel and reshape yourself, to learn from others and connect with all levels of experience. You can use the power of your imagination to construct whole destinies, to empathize and build new relationships, to forge new paths, to wander, and to be lost. At times, decisions you make will not appear to be connecting, but things never connect as we live them. It's only in retrospect that we see the narrative emerging, can read the book of our lives unfolding. And if you do find yourself feeling lost and overwhelmed, as I so often did and still do, remember that you have the ability to effect change, that the disparate moments will connect if you pursue whatever you love with all your heart, and that all the idiosyncrasies and quirks of your character do not indicate that you have fallen off some linear track, but that you may in fact be on a different kind of journey, a path through an oak grove, rather than that of a highway. With love, from Jessica.